Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you from the Sunshine Coast in Australia, joined today by Tom Antion. Tom, g'day from down under, sir. Where are you hanging out?
I'm hanging out in Virginia Beach on the east coast of the USA.
Sounds rather nice, actually. And how's the weather? You must be in the depths of winter, right?
Well, yeah, but it's a pretty moderate here. So today it was 55 degrees Fahrenheit, so it wasn't too bad.
Bit of
Yeah,
sunshine sounds nice. So
yeah.
let's kick on, folks. If you don't know Tom, he's a bit of a legend on the internet. He's never had a job, but he's an internet multi-millionaire, and he has the only licensed dedicated digital marketing school in the USA, which is pretty unique and quite extraordinary. Title of this particular interview: if ever you've thought that it might be nice to have a significant income flow from digital marketing, then you're in the right place, because the title is How to Create an Unstoppable Flow of Income Through Digital Marketing. Tom, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Our time is going to start now. Question number one, sir: who is your ideal client?
Well, I actually have three of them. One would be a young person thinking about going to college. And I don't know about in Australia, but here it's a mess. They're running up big student debts, and
Yeah.
they're qualified to get a job at the coffee shop. So that's one. Second would be someone that wants a full-time digital marketing business. Third one would be someone that's already got a business, but they're spending a fortune and not getting results from online marketing. So I
Right.
take care of all three of those. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for that. 6.5 minutes left, sir. How would you describe the problem that you solve for your clients?
Well, the problem is that they lack online skills, and they want to farm out everything to everybody else without understanding what's going on. And that
So
leads
true.
to some of your other questions about overpaying and being ripped off by, I don't know, in the United States we call them shysters, but you might call them mongrels or lower than snakes' bellies or something. Something. But so it's easy to get ripped off in this field. So
Right.
yeah.
So so just under 6 minutes left. Thanks for that. And we have all of those names for them and more. Um, and there is a special corner of hell reserved for them.
hmm
What would you say are some of the typical symptoms that your ideal clients experience before they find your solution? What's going on in their business or their life where that would give them a heads up and go, I need to find out what Tom's all about, the other Tom.
Well, they're overpaying for services is one
Okay.
of the big ones, and they're
Right.
frustrated because there's so many delays when they're just hiring out all the things for their business to other people. And one of the things that I give an example is you might have the best idea of your whole life on a Friday evening, and your web person is with their family on Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday all their clients are trying to get them, so they get to you by Wednesday, and maybe they get the job done by Friday, so you just lost a week. That's not acceptable with as easy it is to learn some skills to be
Mm.
able to have the idea up there Friday night when you get it.
Right. So one of the symptoms is you're dependent on other people, and you've got these delays happening, frustrations, etc. Anything else you want to
When
add to the list? 4.5 minutes left, so
oh
plenty of time.
Well, one of the things is it's just so darn easy with a little bit of tutoring. And people,
Right.
what frustrates me is that somebody that can't make their car payment is on stage when I speak and telling people to delegate everything.
Yeah.
Well, if delegating is making you broke, maybe you should rethink that and get some skills. And it's just so easy
Upskill.
to
Right.
learn how to make
And
world-class websites for pennies nowadays.
and it's easier and less expensive. It's not like it was even 5 years ago or 3 years ago. So one of the mistakes clearly that some people are making that when they tell you about is that they're spending all this money delegating everything and still not getting great traction. Are there any other common mistakes that people tell you they made before they find your solution?
Yeah, they refused to get their fingers dirty and learn
Okay.
some of these techniques because
Right.
if you can, we make world-class websites. I got 82-year-old ladies making world-class websites for $150. All right,
Wow.
and yeah, And what I tell people, if you spent $5,000 on that $150 website, you have to make $4,850 to get back to being broke. Okay, so that's just not acceptable. I mean, it's just crazy, that kind of business, because they
Okay.
think the tech people want to keep you in the dark all the time.
Right.
And
Right.
if you understand what's going on, you're not going to get ripped off.
Okay, thank you for that, sir. Just under 3 minutes left. Let's flip it now. Let's look at moving forward. One valuable free action is question number 5. What's like a top tip that you can give listeners that will help them move in the right direction?
Well, one thing they could do totally for free. Now, I'm not endorsing this as the end all, but Google has a digital marketing certificate course for free. It's a 40-hour course, and you could just take it for free and get exposed to a lot of these things you never even heard of as a business owner. And that's the start of your education, but it'll open your eyes totally for free by a fairly reputable source. Put quotes on that. Google.
Yeah.
So it opens your eyes, and then you go ahead and take more training on things that you like best.
Thank you for that. So that is a top tip. It's a very good price, completely free, and it's as you said, from a very credible source, which is Google.
Mhm.
So go get that one. Question 6. I know you've got some valuable stuff on your website because of being there. This question is about where can we direct people to that can find out, get more help from you.
Well, one of the things that frustrates people and delays their success is because most of them never had any formal training on a computer, including myself. So the computer will do 1,000 things that you didn't even know about. So I wrote a book on how to automate your business. We sell it for $27, but we give it out free on things like this.
Fantastic.
And just one of the tips, Tom, has saved me 8 million keystrokes. We estimated it. That's just one of the tips in the book. So if you're fooling and fighting with your computer for 4 hours, you don't have the psychic energy left to sell stuff.
Right.
So I'm lightning fast in responding to people because of these automation techniques that are free and cheap in that book. So take that book and
folks. So it's How to Automate Your Business: 7-Figure Guide to Getting and Handling Lots of Customers Without Pulling Your Hair Out. If you go to www.screwthecommute.com/automate free. So we'll have it under the video, but if you're listening to it on the podcast, it's screwthecommute.com/automate free. 24 seconds left, sir. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't, and the answer?
Well, I think you forgot to ask me, at my age, how do I keep my boyish good looks? And you never asked me that.
All right, how do you in 10 seconds?
Actually, how to hire young, tech-savvy, inexpensive geeks by going to your secondary school and finding all the kids that are tech-savvy that are loving working on computer rather than cutting grass and selling burgers.
Thanks, Tom. Cheers. Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.